Hi class, today we'll be learning about the importance of base changing. To begin with, we use the binary system in computers now that computers is a very huge part of our life. Computers use binary code, so in order to communicate, we have to change to base 2 to base 10. Another reason is that around the world we use different counting systems. That's why we have to change the bases. Here in the United States, we use base 10, but when we write our numbers, we don't actually write base 10. We will now be showing you examples of different base changes.
The first problem we're going to do is changing base 10 to base 2 using number 84 base 10. To begin, we have to divide 84 by the highest power of 2 without going over 84. In this case, we have 2 to the power of 6, which is 64. When you divide 84 by 64, you get a remainder 20. Then you take the remainder and you divide it by the descending order of the exponents of 2. So now we'll have 20 divided by 2 to the power of 5, which is 32, and we get a remainder of 20 again. Carry over the remainder and divide it by 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. Now we have a remainder of 4. We take 4 and divide it by 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. Then we have a remainder 4 again, and you carry it over. We keep this process until we get to 2 to the power of 0, and you keep your remainders. Then you're going to look at every answer that you have and combine them to have a long number. So our result of 84 base 10 to base 2 is 1010100. Our new problem is changing base 10 to base 16 using the number 1096. Now we're going to divide the number 1096 by the highest power of 16 without going over, which is 16 squared. 16 squared is 256, so 1096 divided by that is 4 with a remainder 72. Now we carry over the remainder 72 and divide it by 16 to the power of 1, or just 16, and we get 4 again, remainder 8. Carrying over the 8, we divide that by 16 to the power of 0, or 1, and we get 8, remainder 0. Now we put the answers all together and we have 448 base 16. Now, new problem, base 8 to base 2 using the number 60. Okay, so back from my banana break. We're going to divide 60 by 2 to the power of 5 and so on in descending order. Applying the same methods we used before, we're going to keep dividing the remainders until we get to 0. Then we're going to have the full number. So now changing 60 base 8 to base 2, we will end up with 111100. Wow! Our next problem is changing base 16 to base 10 using the number BC67 base 16. This one is different because we have letters, so A will be 10, B is 11, C is 12, and so on. You need to separate each digit first and then identify their number values. So you will have it listed 11, 12, 6, and 7. Now we're going to multiply each number by the corresponding power of 16 in ascending order from right to left. Then you simplify each of those numbers and then add them all to get one big number. So BC67 base 16 is 48,231 base 10. Now we're going to be learning how to change from base 2 to base 10 using the number 1010100. The first step is to write each digit separately. Like in the previous problem, we're going to be going from right to left, but this time multiplying the powers of 2. Then we add all of those values up to get 84 base 10. Our next and final problem is going to be a little bit longer, changing base 16 to base 8. The catch here is we have to change base 16 to 10 and 10 to 8. Our number here is 85CF base 16. Like in a previous problem, you have to identify which letter corresponds to which number value. Now we have to write each of those digits separately, 8, 5, C which is 12, and F or 15. Now, similar to the other problems, we're going to multiply those from right to left in ascending order from 16 to the power of 0 and so on. From there, you add all of your values to get one big number in base 10. That number is 4,759 base 10, which we now have to convert to base 8. Again, we have to write those digits separately and then multiply that from right to left in ascending order of 8 to each power. Now we add all those values together to get the number 2545 base 8. And that's how you convert from base 16 to base 8.
That's all for today, kids!